Welcome to the news, everyone. Got a couple of topics in here that are brand new and a couple from last week, so we'll get the old ones out of the way first. So, in the whole vein of inducting Faker into the Hall of Legends, his trophy was presented to him damaged. As we can see in this photo, one of the corners is chipped and one of the sides has a very noticeable and quite sizable gash. So noticeable, in fact, it can be even seen in this footage of the Hall of Legends conference where Faker was presented with the trophy.
첫 번째 트로피를 공개할 시간입니다.
넥서스의 파편을 형성한 것으로 그만큼 수많은 승리를 이루어낸 것에 대한 상징적 의미라고 그럽니다.
It's just been a pretty weird week from Riot in terms of showing respect to Faker with his induction into the Hall of Legends. Firstly, the whole using his name to sell the extortionate Ahri skin resulting in his champ being permabanned, we're sitting at around a 30% plus ban rate at the moment by the way, and then presenting him with a damaged trophy that'll sit on his mantle or whatever with these scratches forever. I mean, the whole sentiment is nice, but the execution was just pretty poor to say the least. In fact, the most relevant responses to his damaged trophy were these three. One saying how embarrassing it is, the other in agreement, adding a sprinkle of disrespect, and the third basically summarizing what I just said. And of course, we all know Faker is too humble to say anything about either of these issues, but the community definitely wasn't and hasn't been silent in support of him. Next up, TF Blade found himself in a bit of hot water last week as a result of his continued smurfing. Called out on Twitter by huge EUS streamer No Way For You, Blade was shamed for smurfing an iron on a bought account. No Way then found an excerpt from Riot themselves saying if the account is found to be deranked, it will be then banned. Also, when I went to see if Blade had responded, his Twitter was banned. Not sure what the go is there or if it's a consequence of this drama, I don't know. If anyone knows anything that I've missed, please comment below. And also, just for clarity, this was the Twitter that his stream linked to and I couldn't find any other handles that he might be using either. Anyway, moving on to something more current from the studio that co-created Arcane Studio. Fortiche of Paris comes the announcement of Penelope of Sparta. I know this isn't directly league related, but just based off what we've seen in Arcane Season 1 and what I'm sure we'll see in Arcane Season 2, this promotional art looks incredible. I actually low-key thought this was Callista going to school or something when she was a human, just a really sick concept. From an article, I found a synopsis, which I'll summarize. Penelope of Sparta will be based around Grecian mythological heroes Penelope, Achilles, Helen, Circe, Agamemnon, and Odysseus. It sounds like this show is going to be pretty similar to My Hero Academia, obviously showing them coming of age in a school environment before facing off against a global threat. Also, on that note, it has been confirmed that Arcane is finishing with Season 2, but Riot has said that there will be more shows coming, just not in the storyline of Arcane. So when I saw Penelope, I actually thought Riot was working on a new IP with them, but it doesn't look to be the case. This is just Fortiche's production. Also, something else I'd like to add, with Fortiche now being full with Penelope, that means the next show from Riot will likely have a new art style or won't look the same as Arcane at least, which is as exciting as it is scary, because in my opinion, Arcane is perfect, but Riot rarely misses the mark with their production-based stuff, so I'm keen to see what they cook up. And onto the main topic of today that I'm sure all of you have been holding your breath for. After a few months of staying mostly quiet, CookieLoL has resurfaced, but of course in one of the worst ways possible. I think the last we saw of Cookie, he was trying to stream in Vietnam or something like that, but with his last tweet on September the 22nd, 2023 being a stream announcement, Cookie then started tweeting as recently as June the 11th with a bunch of weird tweets, the first asking for attention. Now, before I continue, yes, I realize this video does give him attention, but I hope by me making this video, you'll be smart enough as a viewer to not interact or fall for the scam I'm about to cover. It all mostly started with a tweet saying, quote, "Gonna start nuking this pedo stuff. Spread the word MFers, let's blow everything up." That got like basically no interaction, so to follow it up came another on the same day saying, "It's still early my friends, 1.3k views and only 15 likes. Come on, we are doing good for the community today. Let's get everyone in here." Already begging, we're off to a good start. That also got 27 likes and not much attention with 3 responses. Then another cryptic tweet showing whoever was on the account had access to his Twitch account. Then came the first hard hitter. Quote, "Starting the Twitch channel nuke when this hits 1k RTs. Work to clean up the community, it ain't free. Also, cook me up a good PFP to replace this one in the comments." 1,000 retweets, that got 17. 3 days later came the bomb. Quote, "After a lot of work, I finally got access to this disgusting pedo's accounts. Here's X, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon. Nuking everything at 100 Solana and or 0.2 Bitcoin, which is like 100,000 Australian dollars. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. On the surface, this might seem like he's been hacked, even if everything was worded really weirdly and then the whole situation was just like, what, just kind of made no sense. But then a few league detectives got involved. From @Flaxish on Twitter, who will be linked in the description if you want to look at his original tweets, comes this, showing the wallets that Cookie tweeted out, acting as if they were the person that hacked his Twitter, were in fact his. He was just trying to cash out one last time. The way we know this is him is because another burner account, Artful Dodger 22, a Twitter advertising high elo league boosting, was found to be posting the same crypto wallet link in giveaways. And of course, in the bio of the burner was this op.gg. When we run this IGN through rewind.lol, which is a site that shows a league's account history, we can see it was last called quote itemization diff, an account that Cookie has actually streamed on live himself, effectively shooting himself in the foot. I don't even really know what to say at this point. This guy cannot make a right move. Cookie, if you're watching this, just please get your life on track, man. Like, get a normal job, just ground yourself and start doing things honestly, because this is not the right way to go. Anyway, that'll about do us for the day. Of course, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in a news video very soon. Bye.